undersized snapper in the middle of us. Oh, look at that beautiful sunset there. Oh, look at that horrible deckhand. There's horrible killer corty. Right.
Hey, Simon, what I'm doing tonight is I'm actually going to rig up a bit of a feast for the big fish. Okay, now I've got once again the 200 kilo trace. All right, now you need some good solid bloody trace around here. We haven't got the wire for the big bodies, but what we're doing now is we're getting once again the old silver V-can. Now, amazingly, this guy has actually survived today's trolling. He didn't get wasted by a black marlin. What we're going to do is
Victor, I do see some bite marks in that V-can.
Yeah, he's had a couple of teeth go through him, but what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of a hole through him, okay, because we need to make a few marks. And as you know, sharks at night when they're feeding, they just like a bit of energy, so we're just going to put the trace through, as you can see that I'm doing here. The trace is just going through.
What consideration have you given to the fact that the can is serrated on nylon?
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
So getting back to the story, the old artillery officers, okay, so we're using the sugar-free one this time because we don't want too much energy in the shark. What we're basically going to do is we're just going to put on this little hook here. Just going to tie it up here as the other game boats move in. All the other game boats are basically moving in, as you can see in the background here. Going to tie a blood knot, and then we're just going to put a little bit of bait on. It's using a standard blood knot here, which is a standard fishing trace hook. As you can see, it's a nice little blood knot there, beautiful little trace. And we're just going to get Mr. Bait. As you can see, we're all hooked up.
He looks like he's missing a little bit of thing there.
Yeah, we've just chopped a bit out of him, but a bit of blood doesn't hurt. But this is just a perfect bait for a decent fish. Right now, we need a good solid fish to come through. Like a kingfish will come in, you know, kingfish with a mouth the width of this Kiwi or something. And the trick is really to keep that V-can. The V-can is, I can tell you, the V-can is really the trick. It's just the flashiness and the fact that there is a V-can right at the top of the hook, just like this, and this is just our perfect night fishing lure. This is why all these other game boats have come in, just using the V-can surprise, and I can tell you this is why we've got the big trace on, and we're really just going to chuck that out into the water.
So will you be using a glow stick on this later tonight there, Killer?
Yes, I'll be using the good old Black Magic stand fast bloody.
So the kingfish like the fact that the bait is floating upside down as though it's dead. It
really doesn't matter. The kingfish up here, this is the top of New Zealand. They're just so hungry, you know. It really doesn't matter. It's these are huge hunting fish. These are really the lions of the sea, and I can tell you, when they come up and they just take a bait, they'll just take it. And the engines will fire up in the back of the boat, and we'll just be chasing it up to either the Three Kings Islands or, you know, towards San Francisco, really.
Or Tonga.
Tonga, yep.
What time's Samoan, man?
That's okay. I've got my passport ready. I don't know about you. My passport's ready for the duty-free shopping when we finally catch up with this fish, and that's okay. So we're just waiting now. I'll just hook this trace up, the end of the trace, back to the big lure, and we're away.
All right.
Hey, hello.